Today is International Holocaust Remembrance Day. Survivors visited the Auschwitz concentration camp memorial site to commemorate the 81st anniversary of the liberation of the Nazi camp. The former prisoners laid flowers and wreaths at the execution wall, also known as the Wall of Death. About 6 million Jews and millions of others were killed by the Nazis during the Holocaust. CTV's Rahim Ladhani sat down today with a survivor of Auschwitz who shares his story in the hopes that history will never be repeated.
At 98 years old, Howard Chandler vividly remembers what he endured during the Second World War.
And we traveled for 4 weeks on 2 days of rations. We left about 4,500 prisoners. At the end of the journey, there was only 500 of us left alive. Cannibalism was rampant.
After 2 years of forced labor, he was deported to Auschwitz in 1944 and lost contact with most of his family. The following summer, only he and one brother made it to Czechoslovakia, where they were liberated. Then in 1947, he arrived in Canada.
I had to qualify. I had to be under the age of 18, and I had to be an orphan.
On Holocaust Remembrance Day, survivors are honored and victims commemorated. Still, 81 years later, anti-Semitism remains a threat to the Jewish people.
All Canadians should not be standing for hatred and extremism wherever it happens, and so we have to stand shoulder to shoulder to call that out, whether it's happening against our community or other communities.
Here in Toronto, police data shows that in 2024, anti-Jewish occurrences made up 40% of all hate crimes, making spaces like this that much more essential.
This was owned by a family who had a store on DuPont Street.
Inside Toronto's Holocaust Museum are countless artifacts, like this cash register, showcasing how survivors lived after the war. And sharing their stories are a key part in connecting younger generations.
We make sure that the stories are taught sensitively and through first-person testimony, and this is so important that we are actually full every day with students, as you can hear in the background.
As we chatted with Chandler, he could also hear the students and says he doesn't just want them to learn about the Holocaust, but also respond when they witness hate.
Challenge these people. You got to challenge them. If you see something wrong being done, if you don't do anything about it, you're just as guilty.
Standing up to fulfill the promise, never again. Rahim Ladhani, CTV News, Toronto.